Hey everybody, Jody Underhill with Green Elephant. And as a business owner, have you ever thought about this? Have you ever had a headache and you're just wondering, why is it that the number one thing businesses need just doesn't work? Well, if you think about it, what is that number one thing? When it comes down to it, it's the definition of a lead, right? Most businesses need leads. They need people to talk to. They need people walking in the door in order to be able to make more money. The problem lies with the definition of a lead, because most marketing agencies, they say a lead is a qualified buyer that is starting to exhibit a buying behavior. And they have a very broad definition of that. And I mean, I was in that category as well at one time myself, and looking at that. But what is a lead really whenever it comes to the flooring industry? Well, it's somebody that is ready to buy flooring, right? That's who you want to be talking to. So if you think about it, with that broad definition, this is why the conversation goes this way with most agencies when they're talking to anyone, much less people in the flooring industry. And that is, we're generating so many leads, why aren't you happy? To which you or most businesses say back to the agency, because the leads are no good. And there's a lot of things that might go into being able to decide whether the leads were good or not. But for the most part is they're considering a lead anytime somebody takes an action. So if we look at it, the three actions that agencies classify as, the first is a click, then there's a subscriber, an opt-in, and then finally a call, which is getting close to being a lead, but that's what there's a broad definition. If you're tired of leads that just don't seem to be any good, well, I got good news for you, because there's a game changer ahead. How would you like to not have to worry really about leads at all anymore? Well, how in the world can you do that, Jody? What are you even talking about? Well, let's take a look at it. So see, let's look at three different agencies. 1, 2, 3. Get it? So agency 1, they have a lead gen retainer, meaning you pay them every month to run your Facebook ads for you, and they run those ads to get you leads coming in. Now, what happens with that is you have a setup fee and your ad spend around $2,000 to $3,000 a month. Then you have your monthly retainer, right? The setup fee is that one time. Every month you have to pay them to continue to run your ads. Then they do produce some leads for you, but the thing is that you do all the follow-up. You're the one who has to pick up the phone, you have to call, you have to nurture that lead in order to get them to come in so that you can have a chance at turning them into a buying customer. And the thing is that you spend all your money and resources trying to get that lead to come in. And sometimes it's somebody that may have just filled out a form that don't really even remember what they filled out, right? Because nothing happened right shortly thereafter, because there may have been a delay. The other part of that is that you look at the thing is that they're poor quality leads, and guess what? There's no appointments get booked, and the fact is that they make money whether you do or not. So, and in fact, that's still a good model actually, because they're working on your behalf and they're getting you some names and emails, possibly even some phone numbers. Well, let's look at a better one. How about pay per appointment? In this case, you only pay the agency whenever they set an appointment for you. Now, you still have your setup fee and your ad spend, still the same $2,000 to $3,000. They produce leads for you. There's a limited follow-up system because they're basically just setting the appointment for you. You still spend your money and resources following up. If they don't show up for the appointment, trying to get them back in the door. Hey, you didn't come in. You're also spending your time and resources for those people that you're setting aside that didn't show up. And they do book you some appointments, but you pay for every appointment, even if they don't show up. So let's look at this next one, and we'll let you decide if you think it's best. You have a one-time fee to set everything up. We run your ads for you absolutely free. 100% of your money goes to ad spend. And we work the leads for you. You only pay us when people show up for an appointment. How about that? It's called pay per show. You don't have to worry about the huge monthly retainer. You don't have to worry about paying for appointments where people don't show up. We set it up one time, that's it. After that, you only pay whenever somebody walks in the door for a scheduled appointment. So again, we're perfectly aligned. Which one do you feel is best?